Nerd News and Sports Volume 4. It is my fourth week of doing a live vlog. Um, and yeah, here we are with more nerd news and stuff like that. So this week I've got a lot of Ratchet and Clank things to discuss. I saw that movie and I've been playing the game. And I've got that to discuss. Afterwards, I kind of have a rant about PlayStation and Sony and what their future plans are with their consoles. And then I've got small sports news and then small, more nerd news that I can talk about at the end. And then that'll be it for this week. So stay tuned and let's get started. So in terms of a film, I saw Ratchet and Clank, the film, last week, which is a movie based on a video game that came out in 2002 for the PlayStation 2. And for those of you who don't know what Ratchet and Clank is, it is an adventure platforming game that stars Ratchet, who is a Lombax, an alien creature, and his robot sidekick Clank, and they save the universe. And the Ratchet and Clank video game franchise has released several titles and spin-offs and everything like that. So it's a very successful franchise for Sony, to being a PlayStation-only game. But it's so successful that they decided to make a movie. And in terms of a review standpoint, Ratchet and Clank is a good movie, but for video gamers and fans of Ratchet and Clank. I enjoyed it because I'm a fan of Ratchet and Clank, and there were a lot of jokes and references to the games in there. But if you're not a fan of Ratchet and Clank, if you're just like a regular moviegoer, I wouldn't recommend going and seeing this because you wouldn't understand it, and I don't think you'd think it was a good movie at all if you're not a fan of Ratchet and Clank. So there's that. But other than that, I mean, it's a good movie. But really, what is the reason why it's a movie anyway is the games, and you're watching footage of the released PS4 version of Ratchet and Clank, which is an updated version of the original Ratchet and Clank for PS2, but they remastered it and put it on PS4 and added things so that it relates to the new movie. And the game is visually stunning. It looks as if you're playing the movie itself, and they've come such a long way since since the original Ratchet and Clank that this game just looks beautiful, and the movie looked beautiful. In terms of like running it on a game standpoint, the movie was like watching a 2-hour cutscene of this game, and the amount of detail that went into this game. I mean, just trees and bushes and fur on Ratchet is very incredible, and they've come such a long way with detail in games that's just so impressive. But it's good for Sony that they're advancing in movies and advancing in games. It's good for them as a company. It's good for fans of Ratchet and Clank, and good for involvement of remastering games. But I have a bone to pick with Sony, so let's get on to that. So speaking of Ratchet and Clank and Sony and everything like that, so it's been announced that Sony is releasing a new console, a new gaming console, rumored to be called the Sony Playstation 4.5. And I want to know what the hell that's about. So like, if they're releasing a new console, that would mean that you're releasing new games too, like just for the PlayStation 4.5. And because they're releasing new games, that would mean people would have to go out and buy this brand new console, buy brand new games, and this is just so expensive. And just years, 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, I don't know, 2 or 3 years after you release the PlayStation 4. And there are brand new announcements and everything coming to the PS4 that don't need to go on a new console, I believe. I just think that's ridiculous. If okay, they're like taking notes from Square Enix. Yeah, that's Square Enix. Um, that released Kingdom Hearts point 0.5, 2.5, and all this other stuff, and it's just it's happy for gamers, but it's like at the same time, do you really expect me to go out and purchase a brand new console and a brand new like games just for that console? Like, I don't think so. I don't have the money to do that, and I don't think a lot of gamers do anyway. Like, sure, there are gaming fans who just go out and buy that just because they're fans of the games, but I don't think it's a good idea. I mean, you're doing things sure that you're happy about, Sony, that you're excited to release this new console, but I mean, think of gamers who haven't even bought a PS4 yet, and they've got games on the PS4 that they want to purchase and play. And then if you release a new console with brand new games on it, then what are they supposed to do? Um, and especially for me, uh, you know, with 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 this upcoming game, yeah, this one. You know the one I'm talking about. This one. It's games like Kingdom Hearts 3 that have been in development for years and have been delayed and everything like that. That's worrying me because if I have to buy a brand new console like the PlayStation 4.5, which Tetsuya Nomura of Square Enix would pull some bullshit like that, would delay Kingdom Hearts 3 more and then release it just on this 4.5 console. And that's bullshit. Now, if the 4.5 has like backwards compatibility and like can play PlayStation 4 games and PlayStation 3 games and PlayStation 2 games, and it's got all these features that like wouldn't matter if it's out at the same time as the PlayStation 4, then yeah, I'd slap some bacon down on that. I'd purchase that. I'd definitely slap some bacon on that. But until I know that, I just can't be excited about this console coming out. I just can't be. It just seems insulting to me as a gamer from Sony. Now that's just how I feel about the PlayStation 4.5 as of now. Don't let my opinion, ruin yours about a new console. But that's just how I feel about it. Now what else is going on? Oh, we are 5 days. Well, if we count today as over, we are like 3 days away. 4 days. I can't count. Away from Captain America Civil War. I will be seeing it Thursday night, the night before it premieres, and it's going to be awesome. And next week, I'm definitely going to have a review for it going. But in terms of everything that's been going on, like, all this nerd stuff going on, I've been reading my comic books up. I've been reading Civil War. I've been reading more Batman just because I like Batman. But yeah, I've been reading the Civil War comic just to reveal everything and review it, and it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. But in terms of sports, the NFL draft happened. Well, it's still going on, but it's like the lower rounds. But the NFL draft is big. Certain franchises are looking to rebuild, and other franchises are looking to add more key pieces to maybe get a Super Bowl. So there's a lot of young talent in this draft that went. There were definitely some surprises, and the NFL is a great thing to discuss. And I'm not going to go in depth of every single player that was drafted or every team that drafted, but it was a good draft, and I hope the teams that I enjoy watching can benefit from the draft. Which fuck Roger Goodell, okay? Fuck Roger Goodell, because I'm a fan of Tom Brady, and that's bullshit. What's going on? That's bullshit. I've had my water now. I'm cool. But as a fan of Tom Brady, I just think that he was wrongfully done punishment. Deflategate Part 3 because it's fucking never ending. So let's just not talk about that. So as of now, I saw the Ratchet and Clank movie. I rewatched The Revenant. What am I playing right now? I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, going Commando. And I've been meaning to play the Batman Arkham games. So I played Arkham Knight last week, and I'm looking to restart with Asylum this week. So along with finals, my schedule is going to be packed with gaming and movies and everything like that. So next week I'll have Captain America Civil War review. I'll have more stuff to discuss and everything like that. So this has been vlog part 4. I hope you enjoyed this week again. Please hit subscribe and like down low. Help me out. I'm going to keep doing this, so I'd appreciate, getting subscribers and likes, because that tells me that, I should keep doing this for people rather than just doing it for myself. So thanks again. You can go to my channel and watch my other vlogs. And until next week, this has been Dovmac 123456789. So I'll catch you later.